here in Brooklyn. We're back here multiple years in a row, and your memories of SummerSlam being in Brooklyn.
Well, a lot of people don't think about this, but myself, Seth Rollins, our very first match in WWE was at the very first WWE show ever in the Barclays Center. And that night we stole the show and we stamped our arrival that we were on the scene, and that was the start of our careers were off from there. So basically, we christened the Barclays Center. So as far as I look at it, Jay-Z don't own the Barclays Center. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose own the Barclays Center. And it's always a good feeling to be in that building. 3 or 4 or 5 years later, whatever it is, and that's how we feel about it. Special building for us, and gonna whoop somebody's ass on Sunday.
You've been on a singles run for a long time now. You're finally getting back together with Seth. What was that moment like for you on Monday night this past week, getting in the ring with him, putting the fists together, and getting back together with your old brother?
I had a lot of adrenaline going on that night because when you're in a fist fight with two guys and you got a lot of anger going on, and you got a lot of weird brother issues you're getting out, that you guys probably have fights like that all the time. So, I just had a lot of anger and emotions and adrenaline, and the crowd in Boston was wild that night. So, we were just, fists were flying and just adrenaline was pumping. It was a good feeling. And, when myself and Seth Rollins channel our energy together, it creates something special, and it will just absolutely torch anything in its path. And this Sunday, Cesaro and Sheamus, unfortunately, as great as a tag team as they are, I'm a big fan of them as a team. I was on the edge of my seat watching them versus Hardy Boys a month or two ago. I think they're two of the best, one of the best tag teams I've seen in a long time. Unfortunately, the entirety of their existence, myself and Seth Rollins have not been there. So now the rules of the game have changed a little bit for them, and they are not necessarily the best tag team in the world anymore. They just don't know it.
One more here for you. You've been in a lot of different kinds of matches before. You talked about the TLC match in Brooklyn, your big debut there in the company. What would you like to see come back? King in the Ring, something like a round robin tournament, War Games, something you've never been in before, anything you'd like to see that you haven't been in before?
War Games is money, dude. I've pitched War Games multiple times. I pitched War Games in a Hell in a Cell. Nobody bid on it. It was for, I don't remember what it was for, but I want to be also in the first ever, check this out, Ultra Iron Man match. 120 minutes. That's 2 hours.
Yes, it is.
What do you think about that?
That works. We didn't even have that on the table. Thanks a lot, man.
Hey, real quick before you go,
gotta be in shape for that.
Mayweather McGregor, who do you got and why?
I have absolutely no idea.
Best answer. Thanks, team. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Good to see you.
Sure.
Probably having common.